In today's video, I'm going to teach you my story on how I started on Amazon FBA and how I actually lost close to $2,000 in inventory. How I actually lost $2,000 out of my pocket because I lost $2,000 worth of inventory, okay? Inventory that I paid $2,000 for. So this is what we are going to talk about in today's video. I think I've never shared this story. I've never shared my story really on how I started. I talked a little bit about it, and I never really shared. We never really went deep into that whole story on how I started Amazon FBA. Okay, so this is what we are going to do in today's video. Before we start, though, two really important things that you need to know. In the description of this video, you're going to find a link for one-on-one coaching. So if you want to avoid dumb mistakes, such as the one that I made myself right there, and that actually cost me $2,000, if you want to avoid mistakes like this that are going to set you back a couple of months, if not years sometimes, if you do really, really bad mistakes, book a call with me, one-on-one coaching. We're going to build a plan to help you scale, and I'll be able to answer every single question that you have. You will have my undivided attention for 1 hour. Book a call with me and let's talk about how we can grow your business. Second link that you're going to find is for the Discord server. If you want to grow, you need to build a network. If you want to build a network, come on the Discord server. The Discord server is not a huge Discord server like other people's Discord server where you can talk and nobody is going to answer to you. It is still quite small because the channel is still a little bit small. Okay, so if you want to grow, come on the Discord server, start interacting with people, start asking questions, start answering people's questions, start, sharing your experience, all that stuff. And soon enough, people will remember your face and you will start making some friends, okay? You start build a network, you will start to build a network. And so it will not only be way easier to scale because you are going to be able to share strategies with those people, strategies that are not shared on YouTube and all that stuff. And you are going to be able to, just share your experience, and you are going to be able to actually have way more fun in this journey because it is way more fun to do it with people that you appreciate and that you talk to than by yourself in front of your computer every single day because it gets boring. So, yeah, let's just start with this video and let me start with me sharing my story. So, if you did not know, when I started selling on Amazon, I did not start with arbitrage. Okay, I did not start with online arbitrage, and online arbitrage was not even the second thing that I did. Okay, I actually started not with retail arbitrage, if this is what you thought, but I started with private labeling, and it is quite uncommon. Most people do not actually start with private labeling. So the reason why I started with private labeling is because I started thinking about selling on Amazon because I was trying to find a side hustle because I was quite bored. I'm someone that actually needs to do a lot of things or I get quite bored, and I was in the US, there was not a lot of things that I could do. I have one of my other businesses that was doing really good during the pandemic, and so I wanted to, I was just working 4 days a week basically. And I wanted to fill the 3 other days that I was not working because I wanted to actually find another business, start something else that I could actually, just have things to do because I hate being idle. Okay, it's something that I hate. Not doing anything, I hate this. And so I just found out about Amazon FBA, and so I watched videos from Jungle Scout where they actually shared how to actually start selling on Amazon with a new product with what is called private labeling, okay? And so I did pretty much everything. I got Jungle Scout and I found my first product, which was a toy for kids. And I think I shared it in my interview with Be Cool. If you want to see it, watch my interview with Be Cool. I shared the product. It's not here. I do not have it here. It is in the United States. But I shared this product because if you do not know, right now I'm not in the United States. I'm traveling. I'm in Europe. And I'm currently in Belgium and I'm traveling all around Europe most of the time, so I shoot a lot of those videos in advance whenever I get back here in Belgium, which is where my parents live. So I'm able to stay here for a couple of days, shoot videos, and then travel the rest of the weeks, okay, to different places. And if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, at goes to GMT, you'll see pretty much where I am when I'm over there, okay? So yeah, that's just a side note. But so I found my first products. It was not too hard, to be honest. And so basically what they teach is that you just, you find a niche, you read the comments. That does not have, by the way, that does not have too many competition. And you read the comments, the reviews to see how you can actually improve the products, okay? And so by doing this, you can find the products and like improve on product and have your own market. So this is what I did. And I ordered like it wasn't between $3,000 to $4,000 in inventory. So after that, there's a couple of things that you need to do. You do a little inspection, then you need to send those items to a shipping agent that is going to ship your stuff to Amazon, because you do all this in China, by the way, because this is where you get cheap products. This is where, everything is manufactured, basically. So you do all this, and then the shipping agent is going to, it is called door-to-door shipping. They are going to take care of everything, the shipping, the custom fees, all that stuff. And they are going to get everything from your suppliers to Amazon FBA warehouses, okay? From door to door. This is why it's called door-to-door shipping. So, basically, everything went good. I got my product. I did the inspection. Everything went good. After the inspection, my shipping, how is it called? I forgot. My shipping agent, here we go, picked up the boxes and stored them while they were waiting for me to actually send them the shipping labels, and not the shipping labels, but send them the FBA labels, because they were taking care of all the shippings by boat and then to FBA warehouses, as I said. So I had like probably 600 units, 600 or 800 units, and I was only maybe close to 900, I think, because I think I sent like close to 300 units on my first batch. And I'm going to tell you why I only sent 300 units. So the thing that I did not know, and this is the big mistakes that I made myself, the thing that I did not know is that Amazon will not let you, like you have stocking limits. So Amazon will not actually let you ship 1 million units if you want to ship 1 million units, okay? There's a limit, especially if your account is new, you cannot send as many units as you want. And so what happened is that I was only able to send 1/3 of my, which was close to, because I think, not even, I think I sent like close to 1/3 of my inventory. And so 2/3, so I had to, because I could not send more. Amazon only let me send 200 and something units, okay? And so I talked to my shipping agent, and they said that I just told them, hey, I'm not able to send everything. What can I do? Can you store my units? And they said, yes, we're able to store your units for free. So we are going to send whatever you want us to send right now, and we'll store the rest for free, right? So it was a big mistake. This is where I really fucked up, because if I had known this before, I would have taken care of the storage myself, because you can pretty much guess what happened next, right? So what happened next is that, I sent all my products, and I do not lose money because my product was not selling, because it is, you may not realize it, but private labeling, if you do everything right, if you actually follow Jungle Scout's videos, you do not even need anything else. You don't need to buy a course or some shit. Just watch Jungle Scout's videos. It's pretty easy. If you do everything that they do, I think I watched season 3. And no, they have more seasons, by the way. But like, I watched season 3, and if you do everything that they say, it's quite easy, actually. Like, it's really hard to fuck up if you actually can follow instructions. If you are actually not too bad at following instructions. And so what happened is that I sent that first batch. I sent 1/3 of my inventory. It took a long time to check in. So when you do private labeling, it actually takes a long time, because it comes from China, it comes by boat. You can send stuff by air if you want to test a product fast, but like I did not have like a ton of money to spend. So I sent this. No, I do not know how much I spent in inventory. I forgot, because I think, here's the thing. I started with $2,000, but I paid half. I paid half of the inventory, because you need to pay half of the inventory first, and the other half when your production is actually finished, right? And so this is how I started with $2,000, and then added money on top of that. So what happened is that, I sent my product to Amazon FBA warehouses, product checked, and, I wait a couple of days, I have my first sale, and then soon enough I have a few other sales, and I started making a couple of $100 a day, with private labeling, which I was super surprised because I was not even expecting it to work. I just tried and I just said, you know what, let me see if it's working. And it worked way better than I was expecting it would work. Like I was shocked actually of how easy it was because it was just too easy. And so, and it's a good lesson because if you do things and you just do things and you just let it be, you just try things, you're not scared, you just try to save money here and there and like to start new projects. And so when you are not expecting too much of the results, it's usually when you actually find good stuff, like when you actually find good opportunities and when things start really working. And so it really took off, a couple of $100 a day of sales, good profit, not huge profit, but it was nice profit that I was looking to reinvest, okay? And so whenever I actually realized that I was going to be able to, I don't think I actually started directly. I waited a little and then I learned about retail arbitrage and started doing retail arbitrage, by the way. And I'll actually make another video on how I actually started retail arbitrage. It will be part 2 of this video. I'll call it something else. But I'll make a video talking specifically about how I transitioned to retail arbitrage and why I transitioned to retail arbitrage. And why you should if you have little money, little capital like I did. So things started being really good with private labeling and, things sold fast, and soon enough, I was finally able to actually ship the rest of my inventory, which was probably 1 month or 1.5 months later, And so I got in touch with my shipping agent and I told them, hey, I'm ready to actually ship. And it was maybe longer than 1 month, 1.5 months. Maybe I'm just saying some bullshit. Maybe it was a little bit longer. I'm not sure. It was probably because I'm going to tell you why. You're going to realize why. So I got in touch with my shipping agent, and so I said, hey, I'm finally able to send inventory back to Amazon. So can we take care of the shipping and how much is it going to cost for me to ship all this? Okay. And so they started trying to scam me because they said that the storage was going to be free, and they started saying, hey, you are going to need to pay for the storage because your item stayed for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or longer than that. I do not know. And no, and at that time, I think it was just 1 month. At that time, it was just 1 month, 6 weeks, something like that. They said you are going to need to pay for the storage, and the shipping is going to be way more expensive because of COVID. They started talking about some bullshit, and so basically they were quoting me like 2 to 3 times more than what they actually quoted me for the first batch, which did not really make sense. And so actually, and by the way, I'll leave their name somewhere, the name of the company, the name of the shipping agent, so you can avoid them if you actually try to do private labeling. But so I told them, it does not make sense. Let me get other quotes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone pick up the boxes. So because I do not want to do this, it's too expensive. You guys are trying to scam me. I did not say that. You guys are trying to scam me, and I'm not done with this. Let me find another shipping agent. Someone will pick up the box. You said that you are going to offer me free storage. So offer me free storage. That's it. or I will appeal with Alibaba because I had the trade insurance, right? And so what happened is that they actually got mad and they threw away all my inventory. Okay, they threw away all my inventory. And so I tried, and I did not know that at first because I waited and then I realized that I was making a lot of money with retail arbitrage. And so I kind of forgot and I said, you know what, if I lose this inventory, it's okay, I do not care. Let me just focus on retail arbitrage because I'm making a lot of money on this. With this, I can just flip my money fast. It's better for me to reinvest the money that I made on retail arbitrage instead of actually getting the rest of the inventory, because by the time my money is going to be tied with this shit for too long. And so I did not really care. But what happens after that is that, I just waited a little bit because, I just forgot about it. And when I actually tried to reach back to them a couple of weeks after, or probably 1-2 months after, they actually told me that they actually threw away my inventory because I did not pick it up. And so before that, and I'm sorry because I'm getting too far ahead, because before that I actually tried to appeal this with Alibaba with the trade insurance. And by the way, you should always get trade insurance if if you try to buy something from Alibaba and you buy a lot of stuff. But the big mistake that I made is that so they basically threw away 2/3 of my inventory, which was a lot of money, right? But the big mistake is that I tried to appeal with the trade insurance, but all they did was showing that they actually shipped part of my inventory, that they actually shipped stuff, and so Alibaba sided with them because they shipped stuff, even though they did not ship the whole thing. They have a tracking number for what they shipped, and so every time they use that, when I appeal, they use this as proof that they actually fulfilled the order. And so the rest of the items that they actually threw away, there was no proof for me to actually prove that they did not perform this, because they could show what they shipped, right? And so there was big confusion with Alibaba, and Alibaba is going to side with them anyway, because it's going to be easier for them because they speak Chinese, they speak Mandarin. I'm sorry if you're not supposed to say Chinese. I think you say Mandarin, at least in French. I do not know in English. But yeah, and so this is basically how I lost my money, how they threw away my inventory, because yes, they really threw away my inventory. They really threw away like thousands of dollars, and I'm not even sure. Probably they sold it back, But so, and this is how I lost my money, and this is how I started. Oh, I lost like close to $2,000 when I actually started selling on Amazon, and yeah. So do not do the same mistakes that I did. And in a future video, I'll talk about my transition from private labeling to retail arbitrage. If you enjoyed this story, let me know in the comments, like this video, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.